All right, welcome back to another trade recap. This is a very special one because I'm finally trading on XFAs. I did get funded last week. Make sure you check out that video if you haven't already. I'll probably link it somewhere up here for you as well in case you want to go back and watch that. But I am now funded at 100K with Top Step, and this is the first trade that I took on both of those accounts. I copy trade them, so it's just one trade across both accounts. Super easy, very seamless, and the same amount of profit for both accounts. So $1,994.40 across two accounts, which is just about $4,000 of profit. And I think this trade was 12 minutes long, which is nuts. $4,000 in 12 minutes. That's fucking amazing. I mean, I'm super thankful, and I'm honestly on a burner as well. Like, my last probably 2 weeks of trading has been insane. So I'm definitely on a burner, and I'm just gonna continue to, try to keep this momentum, maintain this consistency, and just stay very logical with my trades. I'm in a really good place right now with my psychology, with my technical analysis, and I'm doing a really good job of sticking to my system, trading well, and just going about things in a much better way than I was before. So I'm going to just continue to keep that up, and you guys will obviously be able to see every single step of that on this journey. So let's hop right into Notion, because I told you guys as well last week, this will be my new platform for journaling my trades and all that. So let's look at today's trade. I caught 65.75 points on my XFA. I traded MNQ today, as always. It was a short. I took it for 2 contracts. It hit my TP, and it was a win, obviously. This is a brief little screenshot of the trade that I took on these 3 different time frames: the 1 minute, the 5 minute, and the 1 hour. These are the main time frames that I was looking at. The 1 hour for my draws on liquidity, which were these 3 lines. The 5 minute to see if we had retraced into any gaps, either in pre-market or during my trade. And then the 1 minute for my execution and my entry confirmation. So I'll go over all of these 3 on TradingView, actually. Let's get that up. All right. Remove all these drawings. Let's start on the 1 hour. Yes, it's already on the 1 hour. Nice. All right, so at the time of market open, we were around here in price. And if you're just looking at, where we were in terms of the trend leading up to this moment and like this level of price action, you can clearly see that we're very, very bullish. I mean, we had been trending upwards for days. We retraced, we continued to go up higher and make a higher high, and this looked like it would just be another retracement. So at this point in time, I was like, all right, I'm very bullish, and I was going to look at this draw on liquidity as my target. But it was only around like 40, honestly 30 points away. So I was like, all right, this probably is not going to be a high probability day. I might not even take any trades. And I just wanted to see what we would do at market open. So on the 5 minute time frame though, let's actually delete this little circle. On the 5 minute time frame, this is market open. This is 9 a.m. A fair value gap was formed on the 5 minute time frame. Let's mark that out. And at 9:20, we actually tapped into it. So I knew that if we were going to continue higher, we would probably invalidate and inverse this 5 minute gap. But if we were to continue bearish, we would respect it, and we would just continue along with more momentum coming out of this fair value gap to the downside. So at market open, I didn't really have a direct, expectation or prediction on where price was going to go. And again, that's also not my style anymore. I'm not going to be trying to predict the market. I'm going to be reacting to it. So today was a really good example of me doing exactly that, waiting to see what we did at market open and simply just reacting to price. That's what's been making me super successful over the last 2 weeks, and I'm continuing that. And obviously I was rewarded for it today with, just about 4K in profit. So that's awesome. So on the 1 minute time frame, we do see that we accumulated in this range right around this gap. We tapped into it, and we started to break out of it right at market open. This is the 930 candle, and as you can see, it is a ton of volume. It is a 45-point candle in 60 seconds. So we displaced out of this range with a ton of volume, and we actually created a fair value gap on the way down. Let's mark that out. The next candle was also a fair value gap. Let's mark that out too. So in my eyes, we had already passed, let me draw these points of liquidity. Sorry, these draws of liquidity on the 1 hour time frame before we even move on. Where is it? Damn. Oh, it's over here. All right. So yeah, this is my draw on liquidity on the 1 hour time frame if we continued bullish. But if we were bearish, we have this low right here. We have this low right here. And then we also had this unfilled gap at the time. This was completely unfilled. So let's draw that out too. All right, and then let's go back to the 1 minute time frame. All right, so we displaced past this first low. This first draw on liquidity. And we displaced past it really heavily, so we can disregard that. We're not going to reject off of that. We get to the second draw on liquidity. We come back up to respect this gap. And we also, again, closed outside of it. This next candle, we displaced even lower. And I entered halfway through this candle because I knew that we were going to displace, and I knew that this was a good reaction out of this fair value gap that I wanted to see. So I entered at 686.75. Oh, sorry, wrong one. 686.75, right around here. I had a 30-point stop loss because it was above this swing high into the fair value gap, and I also left like a couple points for breathing room. And initially, I was just targeting a 1-to-1. So just looking for 30 points of profit. As I was trading though, and as I was watching this play out, we were respecting this, this area really well. We started to have a little bit less delivery and momentum to the downside, as you can see by like the wicks and the size of these candles. But on this candle right here, we had some pretty good volume. So I actually ended up moving my TP all the way down to right around here, 621. And also, what is this line? Oh, it's probably from one of my indicators. Yeah, it is. Okay. So I moved my TP all the way down to just about this draw on liquidity over here. And I didn't want to do all the way to the gap. I was like, all right, I'll, have it a few points ahead or above it. Sorry. Just in case, we edge it and come back up for retracement into one of these 5-minute gaps or whatever. So I had my TP over here. And again, with this candle, that's where I moved my TP. I also added a second contract. So initially I entered here with 1 contract, 1 mini. And because of the size of this candle coming out of this gap, and also the size of it coming out of this accumulation that we had, like this little choppiness during the trade, I was like, all right, I'm definitely going to add in a second contract, move my TP, and just let this play out, honestly. By then, I was already risk-free. I had moved my stop to break even once we formed this candle and we displaced all the way down here. My stop was at break even. I added another contract, so it moved my average price actually to right around like here or something. But I was still risk-free in the trade. I ended up moving my stop as well. We never obviously triggered that, and we just hit CP at 946. So I entered in at 930. Actually, I think it was 934. Wait, why am I missing a candle? I'm missing a candle, but there was a candle in between here that had some really good displacement that I entered on at 934. Trading views just tweaking, but I entered at 934. I got TP at 946. So $4,000 in 12 minutes. A bit of a riskier trade, but it was more of a discretionary one. I liked the targets that were lower. We were heading down with, good displacement, good, not really great delivery in terms of the volume, but from what I was seeing with the wicks, the candles, the displacement, the closures, this is exactly what I would want to see to continue heading lower to this draw on liquidity, and that's exactly what we did. So I couldn't have asked for a better trade. Well, I couldn't have taken a better trade. to start off my XFAs. I'm already 2K up in profit on both of them, so that's just going to go straight towards my buffer. I want to create a really nice buffer on these accounts so I can start risking heavier and start getting max payouts on these accounts. With Top Step, max payout is $5,000 per payout per account. And as you guys know, I have 2 accounts, so I'm going to be going for a max payout of $5,000 on each of those accounts, which would be just about a 10K month. If I'm able to get max payout in a month, that's literally a 10K month, a 5-figure month. I don't even make that much at my cybersecurity job right now. Like, that's nuts. So hopefully a 5-figure month is coming soon. It's loading. I just have to keep it up and be consistent. So I will do that. I'm going to document every single trade that I take, document every step of the journey, and you guys will be able to see that literally in live time. So thanks for watching, and hopefully I have another recap for you guys tomorrow. But if not, next trade will also be documented and recapped on this channel.